Okay, I don't know, something was happening to my camera. So, what I was saying is that you grease slightly what you're gonna wear, or you get it wet, and then that way you can have an easy removal of the wax. You know, you need to be able to get it out off from the model. So, I'm using, remember, my propane torch. I have it very low. Here I'm gonna be molding this wax towards the model. It's not quite hard. Don't do this, you can get burn yourself. Don't do this at home. You can burn yourself. Be careful. So just gonna mold the wax slightly. So then this way can have a little bit of a shape for me to start working. Well, if you're a technician, you already know how to do this. You don't need to waste your time watching this video, because you will be seeing things that you're normally not used to. This video is for people that don't know how to, they try to learn. I don't want to use any type of technical terms and fancy way of doing things. You know, I want you to be able to, when you watch this, to say, well, I can do this. If he can do it, I can do it. I don't want to make it look so difficult, you know, like some of you guys on YouTube. When you see how they try to teach, it just make people feel intimidated and nearly impossible for people to grasp what they've been talking about. Talking about teeth numbers, you know, the number 8, number 9, and number 29, and vertical dimensions, and all those fancy words. I'm not using that. And I know what I talk about it on my job, but I'm not gonna say any fanciness or terminologies here, because I want you to be able to see this and you can be able to do it. Okay, so I already shaped my base plate. This is the base plate. Oh, this is my scooper. You see that? This is my scooper. You're gonna need one of that to scoop your wax. Liquid wax. You know, I have a liquid wax right here. You can see that on my right. And my torch is on my right too. So, okay. Now I'm gonna start placing the teeth. The teeth, this is sample case, you know, just to show you guys. You know, the teeth are coming in order. So you will put the teeth the right way. If you don't know how to organize, you know, shame on you, but this is how the teeth are come organized. And you also need to create some type of a bond of this to the acrylic. My hands is kind of a big, so I used to have a hard time grinding. Then if you have a big hand like me, and you can use your lathe, or you can use your hand piece to create that. You know, some people just do some type of cross on the teeth, but you to create that bond, But I don't do that. I'm just trying to show you what other styles are out there. What I do is turn my lathe on so you can see. Just grind. So I create a slightly flat surface on the teeth to place it in a position that I want. Let me shut this off. And try to find, that's the slightly difficult part on setting dentures, is find the right position for the midline. The right position. So I'm okay with this there. It looked like it's heading to the right, but I don't think so. I'm just following the midline and continue grinding to create a flat surface so the teeth can lay flat, and also is create some bonding to the acrylic, because if it's too, you have to be kind of like rough surface for the teeth to bond to the acrylic. I notice I need to grind a little bit on this side because there is that bone right there. That this video is gonna be long, maybe boring, but if you're serious about learning this, you might watch it. As you can see, I have my two teeth situated, not quite I'm not too happy about it, how it's lining up, but I can start with this and fix it later. But it's not too bad, but it's okay. It is okay there. So I already have my centrals. I mean, my front teeth. I'm not even using that terminology. My front teeth, I'm gonna seal them so they don't fall out. Then I'm gonna go with the laterals. The side. Now, once you put your two front teeth on, that becomes easy. You can fly through it. I will be using the canines. I'm gonna put a slightly cushion for it to kind of like even it up with the rest of the things. Right there, I'm not even grinding anything anymore. I don't want to stay here for 2 hours. The other side. I hope my audio this time is better. Put in the sides. I'm not worried about the bottom yet. I'm just focusing on the lower, on the top. See, you just organizing the teeth. You're just putting it in order. And don't forget to follow the bone, the ridge. The ridge, you can lose the ridge. See, the ridge is going this way. I had to follow it. Some people like their canine alone, some people like it, okay? But as you see, the arrangement over here is not so perfect, but also looks good. Some people like the straight teeth looking like a braces. It's a personal preference. I try to put some characteristics, style to my denture. Like I said, you have to grind on the teeth depending how bony is the person that you're working with. I might have to grind more. So right there. It's still looking, you know, you don't have to worry about how your teeth look like. Just keep on going, otherwise you're gonna spend hours doing it. Just then go back to it, analyze it, and check what improvement you can make to it. You know, don't stuck with one tooth trying to get it right. No, go to the next one. So then by the end you go back to it. When you go to look for a job in the lab, that's what they test you at, how fast you work. If you're too slow, they're not gonna give you the job because they want everything precise and quick. I'm putting this right on a ridge, right on a bone. Following it. It looks so high right now, but I'm gonna lower my pen. It's over so many millimeters right now. Again, if you're a dental technician and you have experience doing this looks so wrong, right? It's extremely wrong. But it won't be because I'm gonna lower my pen to the correct dimensions. I'm almost done here with the top. I only have a few teeth to go. Few teeth to go. One more to this side. Like I said, you have to practice almost every day. Take those teeth out, put it back, and you might start looking at your time clock when you do it. So I only have this side left. If you're doing your own denture, this is the right video for you. This is the perfect video for you to learn how to make your own denture. You don't need that many equipment. I'm doing the heavy duty lace, but doesn't have to be a heavy duty lace. You can do a hand piece with your Dremel, grinding whatever you want with it. And your setup doesn't have to be perfect, because the imperfection sometimes makes it look the perfect denture. Nobody will tell that you have a denture on because you have a sideways tooth right there and crooked tooth right there, and that's part of the nature. Nature doesn't go in straight lines. They go in curves, zigzags. The nature has a design. If you look at your hands, you know, see my palm of my hand? That's nature. You look at the trees, that's part of the nature. Doesn't go a straight line. You know, braces looking type of denture, they look denture. I can spot those right away. So if you're doing it to yourself, don't make it look too straight. See, I'm done with the top. Still on the ridge. One way to find out if you're on the ridge is that this is the lower ridge right here, the lower ridge, and the teeth has to be underneath of your ridge, not outside. So what to do next? So you're gonna do is seal your teeth so they don't come out. Maybe clean them up a little bit from the occlusion part of it. Then you're gonna have to use your plane to make sure everything, every tooth is straight in the occlusion. When I'm doing it, I'm wiping my plane out so it can be flat. And it's slightly warm, so if it's warm, any wax I have on the top of my teeth will, this is slightly hot, will melt. You see? See this right here? You're gonna make the teeth to touch, to come right down to your plate. This way. From the other side is okay. Just gonna seal them out. My lateral over here. There we go. The top is done. Top is done. It look all messy, all waxy, but this is gonna be cleaned out by the end. So this is your first step. You have your top down. It looks so high from its side. You're gonna lower it. Slightly looks high from here, but one of my tooth is still high. Just gonna bring it down right there. Doesn't look bad. Now I'm gonna create a base plate for the lower, so I can, again, it has to be slightly greasy. This is making too much noise. I hope has not messed with my audio. Again, if you just stop by, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification. That way you can be notified when I'm loading a new video. So I'm making a full denture setup for those of you who are trying to learn this. So I already did the tap, and then I'm gonna do the lower. From the same thing, I will create a base plate. You know, you might hear a slightly noise. It's because my torch. So my torch is loud. So I already have that all melt soft. I'm gonna press against the ridge, against the bone, to create that shape of the gum. And you just cut it with anything. I'm using my bar Parker. And that should be easier when you're doing your top denture. But now I'm done with it. I'm going to just seal it a little bit and I start setting my lowers on them. Okay, here is the lowers. Again, remember when I said in order to show a little bit more smile, you will have to increase that vertical dimension, kind of increasing it. You will see on a try-on. How do you like it? You know, if you see too much teeth, you go back and redo it to not showing that much teeth. If you want to every word to come out of your mouth to see teeth, then like some people, then also you can do that. So I'm gonna start setting my lowers. You will put your lowers on the under you central. Try to hurry up. Again, don't forget to grind on the teeth. I'm not grinding. I don't want to make that many noise. I'm just putting the teeth where I think should go to show you. Yeah, it's going right under the top. One is slightly taller than the other. Right there. You see that? It's coming perfect. It's still on the bone. I keep going under the camera. I want you to be able to see. I'm not grinding. You should be grinding if you're doing this, because I'm just showing to you how to do it. Because the grinding creates the bond with the acrylic. If you don't grind on your teeth, then you will probably have a problem with the falling dentures. So I'm just putting that right there. Is going perfect. I'll go back to it later. I'm not worried about how is look like. I can fix that later. Whatever abnormality is on. I'm just putting the tooth where they're supposed to go. This person might show more lower or might show both. You never know. Onto the wax trying. But if you're doing this denture for yourself, you'll be able to do as much changes. Uh-oh. Don't allow that happen. My models is coming apart. If that happened to you, you only have to come up and seal it with the wax. Like this. Or super glue it. This should be fine. Then I'm gonna do my molars. Oh, I keep going behind the camera. I want you to be able to see. I'm thinking it's not looking bad. I'm using 0-degree teeth. That is good for a person who don't know where to buy. See, that should be fast. I'm not grinding. Putting the teeth right on the ridge where they're supposed to go. That should take about half an hour if you're working in the lab. See? Well, I will put that together. I'll take care of that in a few minutes. You will see how I fix it from that side. I'm trying to do this in a hurry so that way I don't bore you guys. For those who's watching. Keep on going. Don't stop. Keep on going. Don't care about how your teeth are looking. You will go back and fix it. Don't stop because you will get frustrated if you stop. I'm done with this. This side needs to be fixed. Here, like this. like that. Tap. As you can see, everything is waxy, but the teeth are sitting. So, the dentures are tacked in. To verify all this, you might start cleaning up a little bit, but you can get your plane to start kind of fixing the mistakes. Get your plane of occlusion, clean them up, and then try to find out what's really going on. You see here? What you do with that is you're gonna put everything inside the plane of occlusion. I'm gonna lift this tooth until it hits the plane. And you can continue until you hit the perfection. Your teeth are gonna look kind of weird. You need to start sealing them so they don't go back down. And that's the part that you're gonna have to be kind of playing with to see all those little arrows and fix them, so the denture can be in occlusion and perfect. Again, just pushing those teeth up to hit the plane. There's a lot of wax, and this wax is not quite my favorite. But then right now looks everything in occlusion. As you can see, every tooth is hitting the plane. So, and then you kind of like organize everything and make it look straight. And then you start sealing things up. When everything is clean, then you may again check if any tooth has moved, to check if tooth is not hitting your plane. So it looks awkward, you know, all this what I'm doing, but then once this is clean and you have checked everything, you might be proud of yourself that you made full denture setup. I'm adding wax here because I will be finishing this. So I'm pretty much done for now. It looked messy, but then as you can see, it start having shape. I will show you exactly what is next, how I get this really nice and smooth and look like a wax triangle. Right now I set every tooth. It is messy. I mean, it's waxy. But I'm showing you exactly how you need to do it So this way you can do it at home over and over. It took me about half an hour, but it might take you longer to do all this. And so far, I'm happy with it. And it's the matter of maybe making some changes. You have to look at your teeth from every angle to see what looks wrong, what can be changed, how would you like it, and then you continue troubleshooting it until you fully happy with it. So far, I can spend another half an hour analyzing and see what changes, but so far I like what I see, and everything is looking according how I want it. So don't forget to subscribe and hit a notification, and this way you can be notified every time I load a new video. So thank you for now, and have a good, wonderful night. And I will have another video to show you exactly what to do with all this messy looking wax. Thank you.